Yeah, writing my training for the week. And then I'm gonna train the face of THP.
You have stains all over.
First of all, my dog pissed in his crate.
Is that
I think I smell like piss.
Go change it, dude. Go change your shirt at least. So last week you did 3x90. You said your back is hurting.
Yeah, let me do a maximum effort flexion.
Don't do that. Don't do that. So what hurts? The slowing down, deceleration hurts.
Yeah.
So if you had more space, would it be fine?
To slow down, I think so. I think write it as if my back doesn't hurt. It's so bad that the day I finally have CJ back, it's like nothing changed. You guys don't know, I haven't eaten cereal for months. And then the one video.
Maybe the problem is that you jumped for 2 hours straight, 3 hours straight. Maybe if you didn't do that, your back wouldn't hurt so bad today.
I love pain. There's something I've learned.
What is that? There's a name.
The THP training has made me love pain.
All right, so last cycle, he did a month of volume and work capacity, workload building. So typically at the beginning of any new macrocycle, which is a year or like the whole competitive season. So he just finished his entire competitive season, quit dunking because he's a flake and scared to lose.
Yes.
So I have so much more time to train him effectively.
I've killed my ego, I don't need competition.
Exactly, he's in the now. So we have built work capacity out, which is typically what I do after someone completes, like I said, a whole competitive cycle. So actually 2 competitive cycles. I typically follow, the standard track seasons with pro dunkers because that is kind of how things fall anyways. And I don't like to do 2, if I didn't do that, then I would have to double each cycle's length. So I'd have to do like twice the amount of max strength, twice the amount of power, before I move on to something else. And I just think it makes more sense to have a bi-annual peaking period. So it'll be typically in the winter and then in the summer. Anyways, so we'll do that. And we got through the first mesocycle of building in volume, which was basically, how was it, Isaiah? How did you like that last month?
Horrible.
It was hellish. So this
really hard.
is
really hard.
So that you typically want to build volume out early, and then we're going to continue building out what is called work capacity. So it's his ability to handle volume by increasing the workload in this cycle, but we're not going to do it by increasing the volume as much as we are increasing the intensity. So workload is intensity and volume together. You can also play with like frequency, density, but the simplest way is intensity and volume. Intensity is how hard it is. So is it multi-joint? Is it a heavy barbell? Is it fast versus slow? That's what intensity is. Volume is basically how much of it do you do. So last cycle was a bunch of volume, so we did a bunch of stuff, and this cycle we're increasing the intensity of the stuff that we did in the previous cycle. So that way his work capacity will come up, and because the workload's higher, and then we can basically train to train in future cycles, which is really common in distance running, but in speed power training is still relevant. So that's what we're doing. This cycle, we are basically just increasing the intensity of the high volume that we built up in the previous cycle.
I wanted to be the best dunker in the world. It's very unhealthy for your mind to think that way. Because you know what? There's always something better you can do. There's always a little more you can do. And it's very results driven. So now I'm just trying to be the best version of myself so that I can help you be the best version of yourself.
Float, nice and easy.
No idea.
Nice and relaxed, Nate. Relax the face, relax the hands. Slow down over the whole thing. Good, go say hi. How was that slow deceleration?
It was good.
Get him, Bailey! Get him, Bailey! Get him, Bailey! Get him, Bailey!
You did so good. You caught him. Good girl. That was so good. Thank you for not biting him.
Did it push your velocity to try to run faster?
Yeah, big time.
And she was like, just like.
I was trying to beat her.
People think that CJ's not strong. He thinks he's not strong. It's just that he never tries to lift super heavy. Look at that lateralis. The key to jumping higher is your lateralis. There's actually good evidence on that. I've actually read a lot of research that talks about your lateralis being the most important muscle in your quad to jumping high.
You want to see my vastus lateralis?
Yeah, let me see it. Wow, turn a little bit. Oh my gosh, look at that drumstick. Let's see yours, CJ. Let's see your drumstick. CJ?
Ow, I have a cramp.
Same thing. Drumstick.
TFL.
The key to jumping high is proximal hip and quad mass.
So good you beat Isaiah in the race. He's so slow.
Just think, her top speed is like 35 miles an hour.
Is she faster than Usain Bolt?
Jogging, and she crushed it.
That would be so nice having that speed. Bailey's fast. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was easy. Shout out Christian Williams, archery strong. It's the reason Isaiah can catch cleans like this.
No shoulder pain.
Sheesh. That second rep was awesome. I heard your voice echo out there. It's literally like that was a fighter yell that you hear in anime.
Yeah,
Like,
it sound like that.
that's exactly what it was. Talk about working to your max.
Like, you guys don't understand. I do not feel like lifting right now. Every Monday workout, because the sessions are so long and hard, I do not feel like training. But
But we're here.
we're here, and I'm following the plan. Time to squat.
Did you just say time to squat?
Yeah.
Did you not squat?
You told me to do my 5 sets, and then do this, and then do the last 5 sets.
Oh my god, you have 10 sets of squats?
Yeah.
We still good, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
That's how you finish. Hi.
Hey,
That was a tough workout,
very hard.
huh? And now we're here.
Yep, we're about to train Ven. We're gonna do an effort session. Like the video, comment and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go watch Van Dunk.
I'm putting on my socks.
Ah, much better. Wait, does it sound better too? What? This is wild. Is it just me or did CJ get a new camera? As you guys can see, we're inside a home. We're not at the gym. That is because today is a rest day. But here at THP, our rest days are not rest days. They're active recovery days that sometimes are very hard workouts. Now, my workout for today though isn't a traditional THP day. A few months ago, when I was trying to get ready for K54, I hurt my shoulder because I low rimmed for hours and hours and hours and hours. And I started doing shoulder rehab. So now I'm gonna take you guys through a shoulder workout that I did. Shout out to Archery Strong. I got their online coaching for shoulder stuff. He's super good, so if you guys have shoulder issues, you can go check that out. I am able to do snatches and power cleans and low rim as much as I want without any pain now. I'm gonna take you guys through one of those workouts that I do. I'll take you guys through my stretching routine that I do on all my rest days and a couple of exercises. And my McGill Big One. My McGill Big One. My McGill Big One. I don't do the McGill Big 3. I just do one of them.
She thinks that little like furry thing is a toy. So excited and she wants
it. So bad. Keep in mind that this isn't a traditional THP day. If you sign up for THP, expect to hate your life on rest days because they're really hard.
Dude, you are big as fuck. You must do archery strong. So what you're seeing here is that this scapula is in protraction, and this one is actually going through what is going to be retraction and protraction. Okay, retraction and protraction without going into upward deviation and downward deviation of the inferior angle of the scapula. So you can see that the inferior angle is slightly moving through. I'm just playing. I don't fucking know. One of the other exercises we don't include in THP is it's core work, but it's a compression-based strike to the gut. So go ahead. It's like you have no chest and your trap is just like a ball of muscle. Look at this. This is his whole chest and then the trap just pops off. So basically he's doing an isometric contraction with his shoulders where he's pulling outwards. So that's going to be technically adduction of your scapula versus abduction. So he's isometrically doing that, and then the scapula is then rotating upwards and downwards, like the inferior angle. So if you face that way. So this little angle right here is called the inferior angle. So he's retracting here and then pulling apart. You pulling apart? Yeah. And then go up. So you can see this angle is slowly moving to the middle and then moving back. So the scapula is going. Are you retracting while you're doing this too? He told you to retract. Yeah. So he's retracting, which uses all these. And then he is lifting up. So all the muscles up here are rotating the scapula this direction. And then he's also pulling out. So he's having to use his rotator cuff as well to kind of stabilize.
Put a band around this side of the door. And close the door. And it's ready. It's ready for the exercise. This next exercise is really good for my shoulder because one of the big issues I have where I would feel pain is anytime I would get rim stuffed. So like my arm is internally rotating, right? Internal rotations like that, and like this. So this is kind of an isometric in that position. So I'm gonna apply pressure into the ground intermittently. So I'm gonna squeeze for 2 seconds, rest, squeeze, rest, squeeze. If I look like
Nothing's happening right now.
Into the ground.
Okay. Oh, I started bleeding.
What? You got a nose. You got a nosebleed.
Wait, what?
You like push too hard and
Yeah,
then.
your blood pressure can go super high.
Is it the position he was in on the ground?
Your head is like on the floor. What the fuck? That happens when you deadlift like you're trying to break the world record in deadlift, not when you're.
The same thing basically, but my arms are straight. All right, so that is it for the shoulder rehab. Well, at this point it's prehab because my shoulders are healed. Part of the workout. Now I'm gonna do isometrics.
So that's it for the Tuesday, Thursday workouts at home.
Yeah, really boring workout, so I'm glad if you guys watched it. Make sure you go to THPstrength.com and we can coach you personally to jump higher and get rid of knee pain.